What is going on, guys? Welcome to Virtual Redban number 726 Studio Update 2. That's right, I've been spending the whole entire week all by myself continuing to work on this studio. I thought I would be done by now, but I am not even halfway done. It's been a long week and there's still a lot to set up and there's a lot to do still. There's obviously just a white background behind me that I need to figure out. I don't know if I may do some kind of green screen or anything. How does it sound? If you could go in the chat room right now. I am using a brand new mixer / audio mixer, and it's been about 2 days of annoying bullshit using this mixer / video mixer thing. But hopefully it sounds good. Oh, crispy. That's good. That's good. I like to hear that. That's the one thing that has been, well, not the one thing. We'll talk all about this in a second. But first, happy Friday to you. I am drinking out of a blue plastic cup, not a Death Squad mug, because I don't have any mugs. I have one mug at the studio, and I don't know where it went. So I need to bring some more mugs to the studio. But cheers to you guys. If you're having a little drinky poo, join me. It's my first drink of the night. I should have started drinking a long time ago. I've been really annoyed about a lot of stuff. I don't know. I won't talk about that. But look at this. Boink. Hey guys, if you want to get any Death Squad merchandise, you can go right to DEATHSQUAD.tv. There you have everything Death Squad, and at the very top you can click on Shop Squad. That will take you to ShopSquad.tv, which is where you can get all the official merchandise. Like I could get some more mugs because Daddy doesn't have any, and you could get them in all these 4 different colors. Oh, look at that. Look at that big blue one. Oh, yeah. Oh, the orange one is out of stock. I did not know that. That sucks. That is my favorite one, and I wanted some for the studio, and I didn't grab any before they sold out. Don't be like me. Go to ShopSquad.tv, buy your shirts, hats, mugs, and all that, or go to DeathSquad.tv, and that'll have the links to everything, including also every episode of Kill Tony. And holy shit, if you did not see Kill Tony number 661, then you did not see what Tony Hawk, Harlan Williams, and Ian Fidance. Oh, what a great episode. We even had Jelly Roll jump in on this episode. If you haven't watched this episode, go to youtube.com/KillTony, or all the links are right here at DeathSquad.tv. You could also click on Sunset Strip Comedy Club. That's my comedy club here in Austin, Texas. So if you're ever in Austin and you want to come see some comedy, come on a Thursday. That's when I have my secret show. It's every single Thursday. And last night we had a killer show. David Lucas stopped in. Casey Rocket stopped in. It was just a great show. So many comics. I think we had 16, 17 comedians last night. Now, next week, I am going to be in Los Angeles for Kill Tony. If you didn't know that, we are doing 2 shows for the Netflix is a Joke Festival. We will be having a show next Friday, and then a show next Sunday. And if you can't make it, or if you didn't get tickets to it, you're not in LA, and you want to watch it, well, you're in luck. We hired some of the best producers in the game to film it and live stream it. So yes, you can watch it live. You go to Kill Tony Live right there. It's at the Kia Forum on Friday, May 10th, and the YouTube Theater on May 12th. Very exciting. And you can watch it from your home. You don't have to go anywhere. You want to watch the trailer right here? Let's watch the trailer real quick. Let's just watch the trailer. Come on, we already. Look, you get to see me and Tony kiss. Look at that sweet kiss. Look at those sweet babies. Yeah, we're gonna be in Los Angeles. You can go to Kill Tony Live if you want to watch it before anyone else. You get to see Hans Kim battle. That also is going to be a lot of fun. You also have Kill Tony merch if you want to do that. Again, that's the next Friday, next Sunday. So I will not be in town for next week's secret show, but there is going to be a secret show at the Sunset Strip. Enrique Chacon, you know him from Kill Tony, is going to be taking over the secret show for me. I am booking half of it. He's booking the other half of it. So he's going to be running it for a special secret show. That's one of the first times I ever did that. So first time in Austin, at least. So if you want that, that's next Thursday. All this can be found at sunsetstripatx.com, my comedy club. And oh, by the way, if you're in Austin tomorrow for the May 4th show, May the 4th be with you. We're having a Sunset Strikes Back special May 4th show tomorrow. I'm on. Tickets are at sunsetstripatx.com, or you can go to DEATHSQUAD.tv for everything I've talked about. Okay? Awesome. Boom. Look at that. I just cut right back. I didn't have to fiddle with OBS. I just learned how to do that. Pretty soon I'll have more cameras too. I've just set up one camera so far. So, yeah, all week I've been here stuck in this little studio, and it worked out for me because I've been wanting to do this studio. You know, I've been kind of dragging my feet on putting together a studio for so long here, and I told myself I need to start doing it. So luckily, it just so happens, Janice, my sweet little angel, got sick Monday. She thought it was a sinus infection, and then it ended up being just some full-on flu virus thing. So she was highly contagious. And normally when that happens, you know, it's like I would just be like, well, if I get it, I get it. I don't want you to sleep in the other bedroom. You know, I'm not going to go through all that. You know, if I get sick, I get sick. But because I'm going to LA next week, I got to be careful because I don't want to be sick when we're doing arenas. That's scary to think, you know, getting sick right before that. And so I decided, hey, you know what? I'm just going to stay. I'm going to just stay here at the studio. You could stay at home, and I will just put together my studio this week. And that's what I've been doing. I know you can't see much. I'm going to show you guys, you know, you guys can see the photo on the thumbnail or on my Twitter or whatever like that. I'm going to show you more, like when I finish this, I'm going to give you a way, you know, there's going to be a whole virtual Redban or a whole YouTube video all about the studio. But what I have done so far is so I'm facing two chairs right now. That's what, it's going to be a smaller studio. It's going to be more for two people. I might make it so there's a third or fourth mic in the future if that seems something like I need to do. But for right now, it is I'm looking at where two guests would sit. And so if you've watched the last episode of Virtual Redban, that's where I showed you that I was broadcasting from that side, and I only had a temporary coffee table, because I didn't have any place on this side of the room to sit yet. So this week I spent all my time on this side of the room, which is where I will be sitting during these podcasts / shows or whatever you call them. And I had to find a proper desk. A proper desk is the most important. I have fucked up many times in past studios of not having a good desk, where the desk is too small, the desk is too big, Or one of the worst things, if you know, if you've ever had a podcast studio, is that half the shit you buy, like these mic arms or what this camera's on right now, this little this thing's like a little, I could like move it around and, you know, shit like that. It's kind of like a tripod, a movable tripod that's attached to my desk. One thing I always fuck up on, this is the first time I am so happy that I remembered. This is the first time where I remembered that you have to watch out for how thick the top of the desk is. Because all these things that you buy for podcasting and streaming usually have like some kind of clamp that goes over that you tighten up, that tightens onto your table. And all my past tables either have been like, they have like a thick border, you know, and then the table's like this, or there's something that's always has fucked that up where I always fuck. That's like the number one thing I always fuck up on every studio. So this table I got from Amazon is actually one of those tables that lifts up a standing desk. I don't even have a plug. I haven't even tried that part of it yet because I don't care about that. I thought, hey, you know, that's just a good desk. That's what I want. Oh, it can go up and down. Well, maybe there's some reason that I would want to be up and or down one. You know, who cares? That's just, who cares about that? So I'm happy with this table. It's nice and long and big. But the only problem is when I'm looking at the people across from me, I don't want a big monitor. Like that's another thing in the past. I've always been one of those guys. Like if you watch any podcast, when you see the producer, like if you look at Jamie at JRE, he's behind a bunch of monitors. And that's how I have always done it myself. The last studio I did in Pflugerville, where I just only did like dead air there in one episode of Brothers in Cursive, I kind of fixed that a little, but this time I really wanted to fix it. I wanted my monitor over here, away from me. And then if I have any other monitors in front of me, I want it to be a laptop. So right now I have a MacBook Pro in front of me, and you can see me perfectly. I can see the guest perfectly. It's the perfect thing to have in front of you. But I do need a long-ass, big-ass monitor so I can have a bunch of windows open over here. So I had to get a second table to go next to the table to put the monitor on. Now, this is going to make a lot more sense when I show you guys when everything's complete. You're going to see how it's set up. But so I had to put together that table. I had to put together. This week was a lot of putting together things, which is something that Janice, my girlfriend, loves to do for some reason. She's one of those weirdos that loves to do that kind of crap. I hate that shit. You know, like when you buy something and you're like, oh, wait, it's just a table, and it takes you 3 hours to put together that. That's the shit I hate the most. And luckily, both of these tables were pretty easy. They weren't as hard as that I, you know, they weren't that hard, so that was good. I then also bought some lights. Even, you know, because at night, I need some lights in this room because I don't have any lights. So I bought like, you know, I have a light ring. I have a light thing in the corner that's pretty cool. And they all change colors and stuff. But during the day, you can't see over here, but there's two huge windows next to me. And during the day, it's just super bright in here. It's like overly, almost too bright. So I had to get pretty much lights just for virtual Redban because I don't see myself doing late night podcasts much. Maybe down the line, maybe, who knows. So lighting has been a problem. I don't know how people lived. That's why there was no podcasts 20 years ago, because it would be impossible trying to do a podcast when you're like, fuck, I need this. Fuck, I need that. And you have to go to a place like Circuit City every time you need something, you know. Now it's like I just go on Amazon. I'm like, okay, I need a thumb drive. By the way, when did thumb drives become so baby? And by the way, it's also stupid. Anytime you have to update stuff, you need a thumb drive. Like, that's the only time I need a thumb drive. This is like, thumb drives are like writing a check. You only need it once in a while. And then when you don't have one around, you're like, fuck me. So I had to wait a day to get a thumb drive because the huge purchase, the biggest purchase I've made for this studio this week. I mean, all this, like I'm constantly every week, this room, the living room area of this studio, it's disturbingly scary of how many boxes from Amazon are in there. And just, I've been getting probably 7 to 10 deliveries a day all week because of little dumb things I need for this studio. And I know if I just went home, I could have grabbed a couple of these things and I wouldn't have to rebuy them and stuff. But I mean, they're thumb drives and stuff, They're not like something crazy expensive. But one thing I wanted to purchase was a new video mixer and an audio mixer. I had been using in all my old studios. Blackmagic makes some really good products, but I really wanted to combine the audio with the video. And I also wanted it to future-proof it because most video mixers, and by the way, I know this is boring as fuck for a lot of you, and this is just, sorry. We'll get to some video game shit in a bit and stuff like that. But I wanted to future-proof it, so I wanted it to make it 4K friendly. Even though I'm not broadcasting in 4K, we don't do Kill Tony in 4K. 4K, honestly, it's not there yet for streaming and stuff. It's not worth it, I guess. It's very expensive. Most people, only like 3%, or I forget what the statistics was, even watch anything in 4K on YouTube or Twitch. I think on YouTube, you have to actually pay more to watch 4K. I think that's what it is. Something like that. But most people, honestly, they're at home. Their bandwidth it's okay. Most normal people, they're on their phone at work. They're not watching shit 4K because their phone can't even display 4K. So I just wanted to future-proof it, though. So I bought this Roland. It's the VR 400 UHD. It's pretty new. It's so new that I think I'm like the only, there's only 2 of us in the world that owns this thing. That's what sucks, because this is something that I bet they don't sell a lot of. There's not many people buying brand new video mixers all the time. And so the bad thing about that is when you have a problem with it, there's no Reddit posts. When you have a problem with something, you're just like, oh, luckily I could find the answer on Reddit or something like that. Or luckily there's 1,000 posts on, the internet about it. Unfortunately, there isn't. Now, hold on, I'm still trying to figure this out. I'm going to show you the trailer for this mixer just so you can kind of get an idea of it. Because it is pretty badass. I know none of you care. But we'll talk about my experience with this mixer real quick. Did that work? Hell yeah, it worked. All right, let's check it out. Here we go. This is the VR 400 UHD. Yeah, somebody out there just said Roland makes good shit. I agree with you. I have been a Roland fan for a long time. I use a lot of Roland in my life. Now, here comes the bad part about this Roland shit. It's so complicated. It's not Roland's fault. To get like 8 or 4K and all that to stream 4K, they make it seem so easy. Just plug it in. No. And it's mostly because of this thing called USB-C. And there's so many different kinds of USB-C 3. There's versions 3.2. There's 2. There's 0.1. It's literally the dumbest shit ever. Ever. And I couldn't get this thing to work for so long. And then there was no help anywhere. And this was about 3 days ago. And I'm just like, God damn it. Why is this so hard? This should be easy. So the only thing I could think of is that there was 2 firmware updates recently. And the only way to do a firmware update, you got it, is to do a USB thumb drive. You have to put in the thumb drive. And so I get this thumb drive. And at first, I was like, what the fuck? This is a USB-C. It needs to be a regular USB. Like the port in the back of it is for a regular USB. And so then I order another USB, but then 15 minutes later, I looked at the package and look at this technology. Oh, you need regular USB? You just flip it around. I mean, I'm sure this is not new technology. I just don't use thumb drives anymore. So there's the regular. So then I had to cancel that Amazon order. Anyways, then I had to download this file and update this thing twice. You couldn't just update it to the newest one. You had to update it in order. So I had to update the thing twice. It was just one of those things that I've been here all week just working on this studio. And there's so many little dumb things that kept on happening. Now, the cable, if you want to hook up this thing to your laptop, to OBS, the cable has to be a specific USB-C cable. I had 4 cables, USB-C cables, and I tried. None of them worked. So then I had to buy this special cable, and that took another day. And then I get the cable, and it still wasn't working because I found out that my MacBook Pro, this is a pretty new MacBook Pro. This is a 16-inch from 2021. It's an Apple M1 Max. It's pretty top of the line. I didn't know it's from 2021 though. Maybe I need to update this motherfucker. I trust me, I need an excuse to update a MacBook Pro anytime I can. But anyways, found out that this MacBook Pro doesn't have USB-C 3 version 2. It has version 1, which can only do up to, I think, 1080p. So finally get it working. And then I couldn't get the audio working. And that took me all of today. It took me 4 hours. And again, like I said, normally when I have a problem with something, and I mean, you read the manual, like that's something I don't like doing in technology. I like to figure technology out myself. I usually can, and for the most part, for this Roland, I have figured out how to use it. Everything else by myself, but the whole process has been annoying as fuck. I don't know what else to say. So what's left in this studio? There's a lot left. Obviously, I need to do something about this background. I feel this is ridiculous. I also need to hook up the headphones so everyone can have audio when they come to this studio, like these headphones. That's always an annoying process of grounding issues and just sounds and shit. The headphones have always been annoying to me. I have to hook up, I make 2 more mic stands. Now I did get these really nice mic stands, and a lot of these products but this mic stand's pretty nice. Look at this little pink low profile. Oh, and there's my Halo keyboard. Look, I gave you a little more peek. Yes, I'm wearing gay shorts right now. Leave me alone. I've noticed when I wear pants and I start working on the studio, I get so sweaty, so I'm wearing gay shorts. But these mic stands, I bought 2 more of them, not pink. I'm the only one with the pink one. I like pink and purple. These low profile mic arms, I really enjoy, and they were actually pretty cheap. The company is Fifine. Fifine. I've been looking for a good low profile mic arm for a while. I even reached out to some other Reds to ask what ones they use. What else do I need? Oh, behind me also, there's this big fucking wall. And this is where the people sitting on the chairs, the guests, are going to be staring at me. So I think I'm going to get a huge fucking TV here, or I was thinking of a huge projector screen. Now I'm more of a projector guy because lately the projectors are just fucking top notch. You can get bigger, better than ever, I think. But this wall is just kind of screaming for just like really retarded normal TV too, I think. So I don't know what to do yet. We'll figure that one out. Unfortunately, I'm going to be in LA for a week. So this whole studio thing is like building to like, oh, it's almost done. It's almost done. Let's take a week off and come back. But the good thing is that I will be alone again after I come back from LA for another week or so, 10 days. So Janice is going to LA to hang out with family and stuff like that. So I will be stuck here in this studio with the dogs and the cat, and I will be by myself with a lot of time to kill. So I don't know if it's going to be a TV. What do you guys think? I think, for some reason, I just think a studio with a really good projector, I don't know. That might look sick. But also, during the day, it might just look so washed out. It's not as cool. You know what? With all the studio lights and shit, I bet that projector will look super washed out. I'm just going to get a big-ass TV there. And maybe, but then what about, because that's what sucks, because where I'm sitting, if there's a TV, it's probably going to be, at least the bottom's going to be here. So, maybe I could hang things from the bottom, like tassels or something. I'm just saying I don't like how I'm just sitting in front of a white wall. That's the only bad thing I don't like. I like a lot of crap everywhere around me. If you don't know from all my past studios, I'm one of those people that likes a lot of like fun shit in the background. I always like that. Like Bobby Lee has a new studio in Kalaya with Tiger Belly. And is that what it's called? Why does that seem weird? But I love their new studio. Like you could tell Bobby designed it or helped design it because they have a claw machine in the back. Like even though Bobby acts so weird around me and stuff, we would be probably best friends if we were stuck on an island or something together. Because his new studio, I could show it to you guys, I guess. Tiger Belly. I just love it. There was one thing I didn't like about the studio. I'll show you guys. Yeah, this is what I watched today. I watched Neil Brennan on Tiger Belly. By the way, Tiger Belly is fun. I love their art. Like, I love this opening. I love their style. I love Bobby Lee, but I also love, you know, I mean, just look how cool that is. That's so fucking cool. What a great opening and a great song. You know this song?
Periodically.
Oh, God, I skipped right past the song. You guys know this song? I love the song. They have the best. They have the best song for a show ever. I love it. I love that opening. Best song, best opening ever. Also, but also look at that studio. Now here's the first thing I don't like about it. Now I know my face is in the way right now, but as you can see, the whole idea is they do a lot of picture in picture. You know, like they have Bobby on the top, they have Kalaya on the other side, and then when Neil gets there, you know, it's just like the Brady Bunch. But one shot they will continue to use is the bottom shot. Now you see this bottom shot where it's Bobby and Kalaya sitting there. It's like a nice wide shot. I love it. But you notice how there's this big microphone stand, or I guess this is a light. I'm guessing this is a studio light that's just sitting right there. I hate it. And I know it's not a big issue because it's like not blocking anybody's face, and it's, I don't know. It just seems like it seems like an easy fix. But look in the background, like look behind Bobby during all this. Like they got some of the funnest shit. Like behind Bobby to the left, there's a claw machine. He's got just fun toys, fun pictures, fun hats everywhere. Very nice. I give the new studio a plus. Perfect score for me, except that one weird ass light tripod. It's super distracting. I don't like it. I can't believe, and it's such an easy fix. Whatever that's holding up, there's definitely a way to fix that. That's all I'm saying. That seems like maybe, one episode they didn't even realize it was in the shot or something. I don't know. I don't like that. But beautiful studio. A plus 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 plus. And I always love the artwork, especially on Bad Friends with Bobby and Andrew Santino. I always like the artwork that Bobby always has because obviously his fans are just amazing artists, probably, because they always have great art. Really enjoy it. Anyways, check out Tiger Bell. So yeah, I need to figure out this. You know, I was thinking maybe green screen, but I actually hate green screen. Full screen is not even, the full wide shot is not even needed, in my opinion. Yeah, but that's like the style of that show. It's not needed. I would rather be, if I was doing that show, I'd probably do what I used to do at DEATHSQUAD. Just go from camera one, camera two, camera one, camera two. Maybe show a wide shot once in a while, but like really just sit on the buttons. This mixer actually, anytime somebody talks, it switches to their you have the option to have it so it switches to that video. But over talking, what happens? I would love this. You know, I might do a show where I figure that out. What else? But yeah, I need to figure that out. TV, I'm thinking big TV up there, but what's behind me? I don't have much room to work with. By the way, I'm also sitting on a temporary chair, which I don't like at all. This chair is one of our chairs from the kitchen here, and I'm just using it temporarily. It's too high. It's too proper. It's very uncomfortable. But this is a temporary chair I'm sitting on, so that's something I have to do. What else do I have to do? Also, I just have to use this studio some because, how everything's set up, I kind of like it, but I feel like there's things that can make my life easier. Like one thing I don't like is that when, I feel like I'm constantly looking down. Like you guys are seeing the top of my hat more. And that's just because I don't know why. Why I didn't used to do that. Right? I don't know. Because I'm talking on the microphone, maybe? No. Is the camera too high? Why do I feel like I'm talking down like this the whole time? Maybe the camera needs to be lower. Let's try that. Oh gosh. A peekaboo, peekaboo. Yeah, this might be better. Let's see if I talk. Yeah, this is better. The camera was just too. It didn't seem like it was that high up. All right, this is way better. That's funny. So, but still a white wall. What? That's a shadow. How are you guys in the chat room doing? I know I'm just babbling right now. It's really me to test out this studio, so I'm really trying to go through everything and just talk out loud of all the stuff I need to do. I need to run some cables. Pretty much, though, there's not, I guess, I thought I had more to do than the cameras. I need to get more cameras. So I have this camera here, and I am bringing, this is a Sony FX3, and I have the camera I use at home for virtual Redban, which is the Sony A7 III. It's a different camera. So now I'm on the fence, like, do I just bring that Sony here or not? But I think what I'm going to do, we just got all new cameras for Kill Tony like a couple weeks ago. We got FX3s and we were using like a Sony camcorder before. I forget the model numbers, like VX1000, 2000 or something like that. And those camcorders actually are badass. They're 4K. They look pretty nice. The quality has always been pretty amazing, especially for a low light situation. But we just switched because we want them all FX3s now because we could change lenses and shit like that if we have to. But I might bring those cameras here, and I think I'm going to use those cameras here because they're just really good quality cameras. And I think they'll match this resolution too pretty closely. So I need to get those cameras, bring them here. 2 more cameras, I guess. Actually, it's young. Hold on, I just got to make a quick text. Did you go to LA today? I think Yoni might have went to LA today. Damn, I should have got those cameras. Anyways, yeah, I need to add some more cameras. I'm thinking 3 cameras. 3 more cameras, guys. And then I'll be able to split the cameras and shit like that if I need to. I'm trying to think if anything else, because this is more for me, guys. This is more for me so I can like remember the stuff I need to do still. Maybe get a new MacBook Pro. Or, no, actually, maybe install a USB-C version 2 card in my PC. I'm sure that's a thing. See, I'm looking down. I don't know, because I'm looking down, I guess. What am I sipping on? I'm sipping on some Tito's and some sugar-free Red Bull. Cheers to you guys. And this is just to show you how stupid this is. As you guys might or might not know, I usually have like a tumbler like a water tumbler with ice so I can make new drinks. Don't have anything here, so I just got a big ass bowl with some ice here like a weirdo. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You guys like some ice action? Let's see if I can spin this ice. Can I get this ice spinning? Can I get this ice spinning? Can I get the motion? Nah, I don't want to even bother with that. Oh, great. It's all... Yeah, see, this is not insulated, so it's just melting into one big blob of ice. This is not great. I know this isn't that exciting, guys. I know it's not. What else do I need? Oh, another thing I was thinking of doing, because I don't have, with this new audio, I don't have any voice modulators or ways to change my voice anymore. That's gone. This is pretty much straight. Like, this is for church. We don't need any of that demon stuff. So I need to get some kind of input that can maybe bypass my microphone before it goes into my video editor. If anyone knows any good models of that, something that where I could just fuck with voices and fuck around with shit. Damn. Hold on, I'm texting Yoni back real quick. Have you thought about desk chair ergonomics shit? I do know that I like to sit low. Right now, I am literally sitting really high to the point where the top of my leg is right underneath the desk, like a lot. Like, I like it when it's like, you know, when you're sitting and it's kind of down. I like it a little high, actually. You know, I like the desk a little high. I would like to be probably about 12 inches lower. I think I'm going to grab the chair I use at home. I think I'm going to grab it and bring it here because it's a little lower. The only problem is I'm not working with too much space back here. Like this wall is right here. And I don't want to keep on hitting the back of that wall and making marks on it and shit like that. I don't know. The chair thing's weird. Like I'm almost thinking about getting like a bench, like a long bench. So if anyone wants to join me, they can, and I'll just get like a purple pillow and sit on it or something. Oh, that might actually be really nice because then if somebody wants to sit next to me, I can have like a second person over here. Yeah, maybe a bench with some purple pillows on it. I don't know. Because, like, you know, this is not a place where I'm going to be editing too much. I don't think I'm going to edit here. I think I'm going to continue to edit at my house. What else? Let's wrap this up. All right, I'm going to go in the chat. Maybe you guys have some ideas I missed. Redbar would be happy to share some studio advice with you. Redbar, that guy, you know, that guy's always got, I mean, his newest studio is pretty beautiful. And while I have only seen a little bit, you know, he always does studios like great. Like he should, if anything, if Redbar wanted to get out of the business for whatever, he should just like design studios for podcasters. Seriously. Like he is probably one of the best. because his studios have always been pretty badass and his technology has always been badass and he's always been a stickler for quality. I'm pretty surprised he doesn't do that because that's a legit business he could do. I mean, he pretty much burned all his customer bridges, but he could get the young kids, the young rich twitchers. What am I calling saying? No, but he's been always really good at that. The hotel room ice bucket. I do have, somebody actually gave me an ice bucket recently. I do have that. I just don't have anything here at the studio, guys. Like this literally is just like a ghost house. Like this isn't my house. It's just got like pieces of my house in it, which is kind of nice. Emptying your house full, like all those boxes that in virtual Redban that used to always be behind me. They're like almost half gone right now. I need to go back and grab more shit, but it's mostly all here on the floor now. And wrenches and like just instruction manuals and like things that look like cocaine bags, but they just have screws in them. What else? So many cables. I can't wait till future catches up and there's no more cables. Like I know there's wireless mice and stuff like that, but when it's like to the point where no, wires are slower. That's when I can't wait. Nothing has cables anymore or wires, like plugging in a light, electricity, plugging in headphones, everything. Like they haven't invented that one thing yet. I mean, you would say, oh no, it's Bluetooth, you idiot. No, where it's to the point where there's no setup, there's nothing. No, it just doesn't have a wire. Like you just point at what you want it to connect it to or something. Whenever that happens, that'd be great. Oh shit! I don't have any sound effects. Hold on. Blah. Hold on 1 second, okay? Hold on. Maybe I can't find it. You know what? This might be better. This is a new one. No, that was a horrible one. I don't like that one. All right, here's a better one. Okay, that's fine. Thank you, Rachel Conroy, for the tippy poo. $13.99. Thank you, Rachel. New everything help. Thank you for helping out. Yeah, it's quite a shame that I'm really just rebuying a lot of stuff. You buy so much expensive shit for a studio, but every time I was talking to a guy last night, and he owns a studio at this place called Black Rabbit. Here in Austin, Texas, and he does a lot of pretty well-known podcasts that I don't know if I want to call him out. I don't know if that's known, so I'll just say he does some pretty well-known podcasts. And I'm looking at all his stuff, and I'm like, wow. And I'm taking photo of his like mic stand and stuff. Like, wow, I've never seen this mic stand. And it's very interesting. But he was talking about how like this is like the second time he has had to move this studio and rebuild it. And I was like, man, you don't even know. Because, my first studio was at my house in Burbank. And that's where we used to do some JREs. That's where we started Your Mom's House. That's where we started Ari Shafir's Skeptic Tank. That's where we started, just a shitload of Brody Stevens. A shitload of podcasts we started there. And then, that lasted for, 6 months or so. Then I got the studio at the Ice House, DEATHSQUAD studios at the Ice House. And that was like, okay, I'm going all in. I'm taking all my money I've been saving up and I'm just spending it on mannequins and chairs. I had to buy like seven or eight chairs, like gamer chair type things. I bought a bunch of mannequins because I thought that would be cool for the background. A lot of projectors. I bought all new microphones. I bought the best ones. Actually, these same microphones. That's one thing that's lasted. But I spent a shitload of money. But then I was there for like, what, 8 years or something? And when I moved out of there and moved to Burbank Death Squad Studios, some of the stuff I kept. Most of it I threw away because it was so much junk. You know, you have a studio for a year, 2 years, 3 years. People are giving you books, giving you things. People are bringing props, and it just becomes like a hoarder house after a while. It gets pretty disgusting. But so when I moved to Burbank, I used a lot of the equipment, but I also had to rebuy all these things. Then I switched to GoPro cameras, you know, because I thought that was better quality. They're smaller. I did this, and I switched to new mixers. Then when came to Austin, I had to pack every. So anyways, what I'm saying is that I moved to Death Squad. Not even a year later, I moved to Austin. So I had to move all this huge studio for 8 years into a place. Only was there for a year. Then moved that to another place, and now I'm only. I only did the Austin Death Squad studio for maybe a year. Then I've taken off probably about a year or so. And now having to do this again, I've like made a new studio in the last, I don't know, 3 years. I've made 3 studios. This is the third one. And it's expensive, but it's also just so time consuming. It takes so much time to make a studio. There's so many dumb little things you have to figure out, or I don't know, especially when you mix it with virtual reality. That's part 2 of virtual Redban tonight. And part 2, I haven't even thought about. So hopefully it still works, because last time it worked great. But part 2 is where we jump into virtual reality, and hopefully that works. I have not even thought about that, actually. That's kind of scary. I just tried to smoke my lighter. Are you man spreading in the chair? No, it's fine. It's just you know what this is? This is just like a stool that we have in our kitchen that looks like my Ames chair. Like, this is like a stool that you're supposed to sit there and have like a glass of wine. You're not supposed to sit here for long periods of time. It's like made out of wood, but it has a white leather cushion. I don't know. It's just not. It's like actually it reminds me of sitting on the chairs at JRE. It's really good for your posture, but it's not comfortable. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I feel like I'm sitting straight up, like I'm a little princess or something right now. I could probably show you what it looks like. I'll try to lift it up. Hold on, let me see if I can. Okay, this way should I go? You know what? Let's do this. You know what it's like? I just thought of it. Oh, you know what it's like? It's like a chair that you sit on to get a haircut. That's what it feels like. Like, I feel like I'm sitting on a haircut chair. Like, it's not comfortable. My posture's like really weird. But hey, maybe that's good. Maybe I should just keep this chair. Nope. And I'm sitting really high. I don't like how high I'm sitting. Like, I'm looking down and having to go down on my laptop and go like this. It's a decorative chair. You're a decoration chair. You're 100% right. It's a decoration chair, but it's also a chair just like once in a while you use. It looks good in your kitchen if you're sitting having a glass of wine talking to your bitch while she's cooking, When I mean bitch, I mean my dog cooks. Yo, you cooking some sloppy Joe? Hold on. Let me scroll up and look at some old comments I might have missed. I bet Redban regrets moving to Austin and getting into scuba diving. Don't recommend scuba, or I mean, I don't regret moving to Austin at all. It's been like the best idea I've ever done in my life. Even better than, well, I can't say that. And I've never scuba dive. I don't think I would like it because I am claustrophobic. That's why I like my ceilings high. Took my mom to Sunset Strip for her 70th birthday. What a blast. Were you there Thursday, JG93? I think I actually saw you. You were like, if I'm on stage, I look to the left, or was your mom over to the left? I think I saw you. Like, I was going to say something, but I'm not one of those comics that call anybody out. But I remember looking over and going, "Oh shit, there's an older lady here." Hopefully she had a blast. That you must have a cool mom. I could never bring my mom to a comedy show. She would faint. Brian, there was so much cursing. I have to pray extra hard tonight, Brian. Oh, I have nowhere to hide. All right. I'm going to have some green tea. Smoke buddy. He's my buddy. If you don't know what Smoke Buddy is, you're missing out. But the only problem with Smoke Buddy, it doesn't do anything for when your green tea's just smoking it out because it's lit. Nope. What else? Maybe some. Oh shit! I forgot. I was so zoomed in. Maybe some grandpas, or maybe. Okay. I lost your comment. Something about me being a grand. Oh, maybe some millennials can help you, Grandpa. Help me with what, man? Crying, and thinking about people's feelings. Millennial. Wait, millennials is like what? That's like Janice is a millennial. She can't do any of this shit. That is smoke filter. Yeah, Smoke Buddy is something actually I've known about since I was in high school or something. Like this is an old company, but yeah, inside it's pretty much just charcoal filters. So if you live in an apartment or you're smoking before you go to work in your car or something, green tea, obviously legal things, but yeah, it just filters it out. But like when you're holding it, smoke's coming out. They need to make a Smoke Buddy hand planetarium or something. I don't know what the fuck you would do. You know what I mean? But it definitely helps. Thought you were the only one that with a Smoke Buddy. Oh, I've probably had, I would say 5 Smoke Buddies in my life. I like this wood one though. This is a wood version one. And, it's just a cheesy ass hippie logo too, smoke shop style logo. Love to see Brian critique more podcast setups. There's one that really stands out to me. Ah, fuck. What's his name? God, I'm drawing a blank. Little Greek guy. Oh my God. I know it, but I forget. Starvos. Jesus, God, that's what I'm thinking of. Starvos' podcast setup is probably one of the most weirdest things in the whole entire world. If you don't know who Stabby's World, what was that called? Starvos? Stabby's World 73 is what we're going to look at. His podcast, Stabby's World. His podcast literally is, and what's funny is last time I saw him, like, look, he's got Greek statues there, and in the back, it looks like you're at a Euro restaurant in North Hollywood. I mean, that artwork is so beautiful. And I mean, like, no, I'm being serious. Like when I saw him recently, at the mother, like he did Kill Tony. The first thing I said is, man, I love your fucking background on your podcast, dude. Cause that is just something else. I fucking love it. I love it. I will say, though, if I had to critique anything, those microphone arms that they use, I hate those things. And I know that's just the typical normal microphone arm, but if you look at any old Death Squad podcasts from the past, they all used those and they just blocked everyone's faces all the time. They were always making screeching noises. They were always just shit. I hate them. So I just have PTSD from them. That's why, like this one, I wanted a low profile microphone arm. Like, look at this. This just nice. It's just nice. I could just, it's fucking nice. I like this. See how good it lasts? A lot of these arms are good, or most things are good for the first month or so, and then they start failing. Wear and tear. Kyle Rittenhouse on David Lucas's podcast. Yeah, that's a weird thing, man. You know, that's just a weird thing. Kyle Rittenhouse, I don't really have anything to say about Kyle Rittenhouse. I will say I think he really is just a huge nerd. Like, he's like one of those Boy Scout, Eagle Scouts, and I think he actually was not doing anything. You know what? I'm not going to comment on this, but I feel like that what he was just a Samaritan that was scared or something, An Eagle Scout that got, he's like a security guard that feared for his life or something, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I don't even remember, honestly. But I never thought of him as being purposely trying to do, I don't. I'm over that. Anyway, so he's on David Lucas's latest podcast, which I recently. But let's just take a look at Kyle Rittenhouse on David Lucas's podcast. David Lucas on YouTube. David Lucas was on The Secret Show last night. Girl.
What's up? This your boy David Lucas, and this is Fishing with David Lucas, and I got my buddy out here, the infamous Kyle Rittenhouse.
And I'm guessing this is Kyle's dog, because I don't think David Lucas has a golden retriever, and golden retrievers. I have a sweet spot for golden retrievers. Even, I grew up, my best friend had 3 golden retrievers, and they were huge. It was like a mom and the 2 kids, and the mom was older. The mom died, but the 2 kids lived on. But when they were all 3 alive, I remember that was the first time I ever met a golden retriever, and it was magical, especially when I was a younger kid. Like I was probably 5th grade, 6th grade, and my friend had, his dad was a dentist, and they had like the first VCR. It had to be earlier, maybe, but they had like James Bond movies on VCR and like Star Wars and shit. And like no one had. They were the first person I knew that had a VCR for like a year, 2 years. They had a long time ago. But anyways, those fucking golden retrievers are some of the best dogs ever. And I do wish I could have golden retrievers, but those are such big poops. And I just hate big poops. Until I have a robot that can deal with all that. I don't want poor Janice to have to clean like poop that weighs 8% of her body weight. But I think that's his dog probably,
How's
right?
it going, David? Thank you for having me on.
Thank you for coming, bro.
Absolutely.
Thank you for coming out here, man. Said we catch some fish today. Cal's a real country boy. He got the spinning reel. We do have spinning reels, and I actually got somebody on the podcast who can fish. So
Of course, yeah. He's an Eagle Scout. I wonder, does anyone know, is Kyle an Eagle Scout? Because he reminds me of like the people I went to Boy Scouts with. I grew up with people like this. I still know a couple of these guys.
You might be the first person.
They're like Eagle Scouts.
Actually, Laser caught a fish out here. How do you like the nickname that people gave you, the Kenosha Kid? It sounds cool.
It has an interesting ring to it.
Yeah.
I don't really pay much attention to many nicknames I get. There's quite a few that I've heard, but it seems like that one has stuck the most.
The only thing I can call you is a great shot.
Shit. Oh my God, what the fuck? Check it out. Kyle Rittenhouse goes fishing with David Lucas. It's on his YouTube channel, David Lucas. All right. What else do we got, guys? Should we go to some VR news? Did Tony beat Redban, or why does Brian look like he has a black eye? Well, that's a good question, man. 1, I'm almost 50 years old. But 2, my grandfather always had dark circles under his eyes. Like he had them pretty bad. And I get that too. And sometimes you could see it more than others. You can kind of see it. It's just like how my skin color is. And there is like a shit that I can put under my eyes to like fix that and shit like that. But I kind of like being a little raccoony when, I don't really mind it. I think it's not a huge deal. But I used to go tanning a lot. I was really into tanning beds. I thought it was very relaxing. It was warm. The people that work at tanning bed places are always hot chicks with hot tans. It was like, pre-massage parlor to me. And I was really into tanning. Like I would go once a week, twice a week. And I would like take like all the caffeinated tanning bed lotions that they had. I'm like, I want that one. I want that one. And I guess I activated using, it was all bullshit, I'm sure, but it activated using caffeine so your tan got better. I was really into tanning back in the Dizzy, which is silly and bad for you, right? That has to be so bad. Skin cancer style shit. But one thing I noticed is that my eye color bags, you wouldn't see it. So a lot of people are like, Brian's gotten so old lately. I'm like, no, I just haven't gone tanning lately. I haven't tried lately. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not, my secret's out, guys. When I lived in Burbank, I used to live by the best tanning beds in the world. And I used to go there and masturbate while I was tanning. Just kidding. But no, I would go there all the time. And yeah, I just haven't done that in a while. Maybe I should, so you guys would shut up. Just shut up once. You know, want me to go tanning for you boys? You want me to go tanning for you boys so I look better? Do you want me to go tanning for you boys? Should I go tanning for you? Sure, I should do that. I don't really give a fuck, guys. All you need to do is get a sweet little girl and steal her soul slowly. But she has to be a lot younger. All right, guys, let's look at some VR news. Right now, EarthQuest is what Google Earth VR should have been on Quest. Despite not receiving updates in years, Google Earth VR 2016 on Steam is still one of the most useful and immersive ways to interact with the company's 3D version of Planet Earth, Street View, and all. There are already a few apps on Quest that tap into Google's free-to-use map API. But none that are doing it at the scale of. Or let's just look at the fucking. Hey, baby. Hold on. There's one thing I forgot I can do. I could go full screen now, so we could actually see the full fucking screen. Why does this resolution suck? It's just bad video. So if you're in VR and you just want to look around a city as if it's, whoa, or put it in your own living room, all right, that's kind of cool. But yeah, oh my God, that's actually really fun. You could actually overlay Google Maps in your own living room is what they just showed there. But yeah, if you want to like go through a PlayStation 2 of Google Maps and VR and, you know, I would like to go to my house, you know, or that I grew up in or something or whatever. Go to the Comedy Store in VR. That would be fun just to see it. And this looks fun. I don't like this music that they're playing right now. You know, while we're playing this, I guess I could play some real music for you. Let's just play one of my hits. Let me play one of my fucking hits here. Huh? Let's play Janice. This is about Janice's small grape boobies.
Janice got the moves. She's got the style, putting her hands on her knees. She drives the crowd wild. She's sipping on a kimchi, letting loose and feeling free. When the beat drops, she's on the dance floor, you see. She jiggles her grapes, making the dads go wild. With a wink and a smile, she's got him beguiled. She lets us think a jiggle, floating the burbs. Outside of the city, she's got all the nerves. Jiggle and jive, that's how Janice rolls. Pumping up the urban scene, she's in control. She's got the moves and she's not afraid to show. Janice brings the groove, watch her go, 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 yeah. With her hands on her knees, she did it for the boys to see. Little taste, stinkers, starting to sweat. All the grapes getting swole, with her hands on her knees,
I don't know if you guys heard that. Her grapes are getting swole.
her stinker.
Listen to that. Her stinker started to sweat. Bet.
With her hands on her knees, her stinker pinches little dirty ninjas. Janice, go. The story is starting to flow down her leg onto her toe.
All right, well, we don't need this song anymore because this video's over. So anyways, that's called EarthQuest. You can check out the full feature list over on EarthQuest's website, which is sites, what? Just Google EarthQuest VR if you want to know anything more about that. Oh shit, Batman is coming out, and it's only coming out to Quest. Power move for Quest. Oh shit. Arkham Shadow is coming out. And this is a a fully fledged Batman VR game. And now Meta announced that we're getting it one. We're getting one later this year. Sorry, my brain just farted. Anymore. We can go full screen here. What happened? What's going on here? Just pause it. Can I go full screen? There we go. Why did it freaking off full screen? Ooh, I got that 1080 premium. I wonder if that you guys will even notice a difference. All right, this is called Batman Arkham Shadow VR for only, I believe, only Meta. Whoa. Reminds me of Janice. Ryan, baby. That's it? Gosh darn it. You're not going to show any more? Late 2024. Dang. That sucks. I hate when they do that, man. Like, I get it. Show them something. But, man, that might be really good. You can't tell right from that trailer, though. That's all bullshit. There's nothing... There's nothing more to... That's just a CGI opening. And you don't know if that's the video game or not, or how it's going to feel, especially in VR. But I tell you... Fucking that rat shit. I hate that shit. Fuck rats. Anyone have rats? Anyone, I used to have rats when I lived in Burbank. It fucked the rest of my life up, I kind of think. I got a little PTSD from rats. I see rat shadows once in a while. Like, it's not even a shadow, like, let's just say you're walking to the bathroom and you just see this weird shadow on the side of your, and it's just because like there's like a light shining on your leg and it just happened to make a shadow on the wall. But sometimes I'll be like, what the fuck? And I think for a second, I think it's a rat. That's not healthy, man. I need to not think there's rats everywhere. Redban beefing with Theo. What are you talking about? I love Theo. Actually, honestly, I love Theo. Me and Theo were pretty close in LA. He needs to move to Austin, I think. Get out of that tornado alley. Here's some news. New Quest update adds more Vision Pro features and pass-through improvements, the company said in a recent blog post. So they're trying to make all these improvements just because they're like, oh, we can do this Apple Vision Pro. Like all hands on deck over at Meta, I bet. God, this chair, my butthole hurts. My butthole hurts. I bet over at Meta when the Apple Vision Pro came out, they were like, fuck, dude. Like, we just need to make some updates to show that we can do this for $500, you know? Even if it's not as great, as good, we'll just make it as close as possible. But the company said in a recent blog post that it will include updates to spatial video playback featured, a new way to view panoramic stills in the headset, and improvements to how pass-through works on Quest 3. So what they're pretty much doing is they're trying to mimic or like show this is our version of it, of the Apple Vision Pro. I mean, which is smart for them, and it's 100% possible. You know, the Quest 3, like I said, is what I recommend to everybody who wants to get into virtual reality or just try it out. It's $500. Totally worth it. It'll get your feet wet enough. And then if you ever want to, you know, improve it or upgrade it, just buy a PC that can do VR and you just plug it into the PC and then it upgrades the headset into, oh, now you're using your PC to make that headset 1,000,000 times better. Good gateway of Meta that people don't understand how great that is. There's never been a video game console that you can get and you're like, by the way, did you like the Xbox? Well, now you could plug your Xbox, if you have a really nice computer, you could plug it into that and make the Xbox 1,000,000 times better. No, not Xbox 2, not Xbox 3. You could just go to Xbox 100. It's that much better. You know? That's why consoles and video game consoles are dying the most. Because that's never been done before. It's all about the headset. It's all about the you know, the TV that you're putting on your head. That's what's cool about VR. We got one more news story, two more news story, but this next one I love because Alien Rogue Incursion is a new game that's coming out, and also the beginning of the end for the Quest 2 and the Quest Pro even, because I guess it's too powerful to run on the Quest 2 or the Quest Pro without a computer. But they released the new trailer. It's also going to be released on PlayStation 2 VR, which I think is also awesome if you already have a PlayStation 5, PS5. The PSVR 2 is kind of expensive. It's more than the Oculus, but if you already have the PSVR 2, you already have the computer that you need to plug it into. You know what I mean? Does that make sense to you? Not as good as a PC though, really. But close enough. Here's Alien Rogue Incursion. It's another one of those trailers that didn't do anything. Even like movie trailers that are teasers, at least at the very end goes like, boo, 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 and it shows like Jim Carrey's in it or something. Anyways, that comes later this year. Alien Rogue Incursion. That's not great. Oh, I guess I have one more news story, and this looks like it's going to be hot shit. Meta's head of AR hardware teases next-gen transparent AR glasses with a wide field of view. Zuckerberg revealed in late 2021 the company was working on Project Nazar, which is set to be the company's first fully AR glasses. Since then, Meta has revealed essentially nothing about the project. Now, this dude echoes Zuckerberg nearly 3 years later. So, you know what? You read it. I need to add AI to give me a... Next episode is a new update to this studio. It might not be until a week, but we're going to have... I'll try to do one before I leave. But the next episode of Virtual Redban has AI. Just saying. It's this new thing. See, I can't do my echoes and stuff. That's a horrible way to end this. There's something else I could talk to you guys about. Do you guys have anything cool that you want to talk about before we go to part 2 of Virtual Redban? Trying to think of if there was something I wanted to show you guys. Okay. I guess I can't figure out what I was going to show you. Oh. Better not. I think that's what I was thinking of. All right, I found what I think I was... Oh. I think I found out what I was thinking of, but the more I think about it, I'll save that for another day because it's kind of weird. And it's something that I don't know if I should show you. But I'll show you something else. If I can find it. Fuck it, what do you guys want to see? The audio is cracking. You know, it is pretty high. I could turn it down a little. There you go. That should be better. Is that better? I was really high. I was at full blast. Yeah, for sure. That sounds better for me, too. Did that help? I really hate the lighting in here. It seems really bright. Still a little itchy. Let me see. Still a little itchy. You know, I'll try this real quick. Zoinks. And then we'll try Hold Me Closer, Tony Danza. How does this sound? Does this sound better? I bet it does. It sounds better to me, at least. And then I could do this, actually. Does that sound better? Not a lot. What? Oh. Yes. Sweet. Much better. Nice. Yeah, I'm just learning. I'm just learning this. Actually, I could actually make it better. Does it sound like I can make it better, or it sounds perfect? I feel like I can make it better. Good to go. Perfect. All right. That's nice. It can be better. All right. I may try this next thing. You tell me if it's better or worse. All right. Let me try this. Just so you know what I'm doing, just so you can see how silly this is. So now, for me, it sounds perfect to me right here. This sounds perfect to me. But it seems like I bet people will say this is too quiet on YouTube. That's the problem. Like, oh, I guess I can do this. But that's still all right. I guess that this is perfect to me. Or this is perfect to me. But it's probably too low for YouTube. But I think this is perfect. Low audio. Yes, it needs to be louder. What about now? Now is this? It's not loud enough for you guys. Is this loud enough for you guys? That got louder there. So is it good? Is it good now? Is it better now, or was it better back in the old days? Yabba dabba doo. Try a little more. Okay. Here's where we get into this again. We're gonna go up in the computer shit. "53, what a wonderful day for me. 53, that's the amount of audio I'm giving thee. I went a little up from the number 50. I went +3, I did. Do you think Redban knows how to twerk better than Janice? At least I got some meat on the street. It's not bad. It's not bad at all, unless I go up on tall with my voice so loud. Can I make it peak and sound crispy and loud? But I will never talk like that. I'll pretty much be like saying things like that and talking like this at the max, and maybe I will scream like that, but nothing more. That's how I do an audio test. Sorry if it freaked anyone out there. Yeah. All right, guys. How long have we been doing that? Ooh, an hour and 40 minutes. Hour and 40 minutes. You know what? I'm going to take a little second. Hold on, let me find this real quick. So stupid. We're gonna hear Janice's new hit single, "Hands on Your Knees," on the way out. If you guys are new here, welcome to Virtual Redban. This is actually just part 1 of Virtual Redban. Part 2 is when we go into virtual reality. Look at that. I'm still in OBS, you bitch. But part 2 is when we go into virtual reality, and I'm going to hang out with my girlfriend, Janice. Even though we're both in Austin, we haven't seen each other for almost a week. And she's going to be a hot dog. And I'm going to be a woman, a powerful, strong woman. Because we're going to go into virtual reality in about 15 or 20 minutes. Part 2 of Virtual Redban starts soon. If you're new here, grab a drink, take a piss, walk the dog, just chill out for a second. Put this on in the background. Because in virtual reality, we're just fucking getting wasted and doing virtual reality shit. So, check back on YouTube in about 15 minutes for part 2. Or if you don't follow me on Instagram or Twitter, it's Redban. Follow me. I'll be putting links up there. See you guys real soon. Here's Janice's hit signal. Sing for her boobs are grapes. Just try to listen to the lyrics if you can, because it's pretty insane and gross. She's got a stinky ass. You guys ready?
She's got to stop putting her hands on her knees. She drives the crowd wild. She's sipping on the kimchi, letting loose and feeling free. When the beat drops, she's on the dance floor, you see. She jiggles her grapes, making the dads go wild. With a wink and a smile, she's got him beguiled. She lets her stinker jiggle, flaunting the burbs. Outside of the city, she's got all the nerves. Jiggle and jive, that's how Janice rolls. Pumping up the urban scene, she's in control. She's got the moves and she's not afraid to show. Janice brings the groove, watch her go, 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 yeah. With her hands on her knees, she did it for the boys to see. Little taste stinkers starting to sweat. All the grapes getting swole, bet. With her hands on her knees, her stinker pinches little dirty ninjas. Janice, go, go, go. The soy is starting to flow down her leg on to her toes. Old stinky feet, just me still going with the beat. Now she's on her hands and knees, acting like a doggy, jumping around, Rickney frogging, confusing the urban scene, confusing the urban kings. With her hands on her knees, her stinker pinches little dirty ninjas. Oh, Janice, go, go, go. She will drive you crazy, crash like a car, hands on the wheel, you didn't go far. The grapes are now raisins, her stinker is dry. Time didn't just go, it flew by. Into a tower, Hannah's niece holding a flower, laying in bed vibrating, then shower. Janice is empty, but also in power. Bet, no cap chains, but bet, no lap Janice. Bet, no lap Janice. Bet, no night Janice.
Yeah.